Hello, this is the House of Vizsla where we talk anything and everything Star Wars, and we are live, which means there's no editing for me to do. Yay! Um, Today's video or live stream is all about the state of Star Wars. So, but with that, we are gonna go in just to we do have a website where you can get merch and support our channel, as well as link to our Discord channel server. Join it. It's free, unlike other podcasts where it's behind a paywall. Join it. Yes. Yes, Fives. Yes. So, yes. With that said, we are gonna go into our first segment, the negotiation. Or the negotiator. Kenobi. Yes, this section of the show is where we answer a question and have to choose sides. Take it away, Echo. Hmm. We are answering them now. Yeah, that's a hard question to answer, but I'm gonna say voice actor, because um, in either animation, live action, voice actors have a harder role because they are playing off of other people, but or by themselves, or not even there with the rest of the cast, and just in a closet somewhere giving their lines. Uh, some good examples of the voice actors in roles: Pedro Pascal. Majority of his work has been for the Mandalorian in the sound booth, recording his lines, as well as James Earl Jones um for Darth Vader. Yeah, I think voice actors are underappreciated. Sam Witwer, voice of Maul, another example. That's where I stand. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. 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 They should join it. We might have to add you to the trash compactor. Um, okay. Hmm. Yeah. Cool numbers. I don't think anyone in the chat has said anything. So sad. Um, but um, with that said, we are gonna go into the main portion, the state of Star Wars. This is an open discussion, as um, we were gonna try to film this earlier, and Fives was away, so me and Echo were talking. We basically went over many points of uh the film industry and stuff, but it's changed since we've had that discussion. Yes, no, but if yes, but looking at stuff that has been released, announced a few years back to now, what projects have been canceled by Disney Lucasfilm, and then what projects have they started or changed from now, and just go through and talk about Star Wars. We'll probably talk. We'll probably talk about every part of Star Wars from prequel, um, prequels, High Republic era, all the way up to past Rise of Skywalker, which the sequels in head canon isn't there, but we still have to talk about it because it's part of this universe that we enjoy so much. And sadly, we don't have anyone to kick off this segment. Sadly, I'm working on that, but um, that's just no. Yeah. So me too. No. But if we look to this image from a while back, Kathleen Kennedy at D23. These are all the announced projects. Some of them haven't even seen the light of day. Yes. So out of all of these stuff that came out, Mandalorian now is going into theaters as a movie instead of a season. And that was higher ups at Disney pushing it. Yes. But the first season came out during the writer and actor strikes. So there was barely any publicity and promotion of it. Andor season one, phenomenal. High budget, Bad Batch, Obi-Wan, Acolyte, Willow, Indiana Jones, they all happened. Visions happened. But besides that, Rangers of the New Republic canceled. Rogue Squadron canceled. A Droid Story canceled. No, I think it's. I don't know. Um, and then Skeleton Crew, of course, which I think was announced a few years later. Um, but I don't know. I think this is the most from this D23 panel with Kathleen Kennedy in it. Which I think is like Willow and Indiana Jones outside of the Star Wars namespace. Um, yeah, probably another IP that they under the Lucasfilm umbrella. But I think out of everything that came out this year, up till now, we had Acolyte, Bad Batch, um, and then Skeleton Crew, which is not here on this. So, I think Acolyte is. Well, we should talk about. I'm gonna get rid of the image. Um, so your thoughts on Acolyte? I know we watched parts of it. I know I went and watched it fully when it dropped each week. Um, yeah, and I think you watched part of it, Fives, right? Yeah, I I enjoy I enjoyed the fights scenes, and some of the characters had great character development. Uh, Lee Jung Jae, um, many since two or something, who played the stranger slash whatever, and that was good. They were good characters, written well. Actors did amazing job, and the fandom went over um the stranger and enjoyed the stranger to the point where sadly we know what's gonna happen to the stranger. He's not gonna be there anymore. We know Palpatine ends up being Darth Plagueis's apprentice who succeeds. So the, yeah, so but all that the story wasn't there. There was no story to the Acolyte. Um there was some cool moments to it. I I think it I think it would have probably made a better movie. Have Ryan have Ryan Johnson direct it and be right and direct it. Basically make glass what's this? Knives Out in the Star Wars universe. Hey, it's a really good movie. So why yeah. And I think it. Yeah, I think it. I think it would have been better if it was a movie, so it could have been cut and edited in a different direction. But also, there was no parts of it had no storyline in it. You introduced, yeah, um, yeah, yeah, I think Skeleton Crew, we beat that horse down to the ground because of our coverage of it. Um, I I enjoyed Skeleton Crew. I knew um, some of my family haven't watched finished Skeleton Crew at all. They started it and just couldn't get into it. Yeah, but I like the it. Yeah, yeah. I think it definitely has the ability to do a lot um with it. I think there's still more that needs uh I think we can always expand on the story of Skeleton Crew. Those kids are gonna continue being in the story and stuff. Dave John Favreau also enjoys Skeleton Crew due to stuff with Star Celebration back in London 2 years back. Um, so, but John Favreau has his hands busy with the movie. Um, but but yeah, the first episode made me feel like a kid again and want to go play with imaginary lightsabers, and that was a cool moment. So, and then what's next is looking to basically in a few days there is going to be a new show for us to watch. Andor season 2, which that's yeah, that's gonna be super. It's gonna be super cool. It's gonna be quick. I'm gonna hate reviewing it. So yes, and yes, no. Andor season 1 had a 3 episode release at the beginning. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And it also has the um I came up with the name for it last night for a review show, Spies in the Skies, play on word of Disney Pixar's Spies in Disguise movie, um, which was a pretty funny movie. But Andor is a spy, um, so why not? Um, so that is gonna start next week. I think on Wednesday, if I want to have a long night. Um, but it should be good. Um, and then yeah, that's what's currently coming. And then there was movies released a while back um in at past Star Wars celebrations, D23s, and just around. We've the current one that has a release date is Mandalorian and Rogu for May 2026, directed by um, John Favreau, uh, and that is taking place of season 4 of Mandalorian. Um, then we have the Dave Filoni um, movie, which is gonna have the from what it is gonna entail basically the wrap up of the Mando Volse era. Uh, we have a Rey Skywalker movie. Um, the director has been announced. Rey has been announced in it on stage at Star Wars Celebration, but there has been no story has been made, and it's just writers changing hands. Yeah, I don't think that is ever gonna come out. Um, so yeah, yes. And then Simon Kinberg is supposed to have a Star Wars trilogy with no knowledge of when it's gonna start, who's gonna be in it. It's probably gonna have um in maybe what the Ray movie's gonna um go into, but I don't know. Sean Levy, um, he's gonna direct a movie. Release date is unknown. More on that later. Um, James Mangold, director of Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny, is supposed to do a Jedi Origins movie that was announced in 2023 at Celebration. Yeah. Yeah. And then Donald Glover, um, who plays Lando Calrissian, and his brother are in the works of converting the Lando series into a movie. And Taika Waititi, who has done a lot of the Thor stuff and is also was a director for Mando season 1 and also played IG-11. Um, is supposed to do a movie. Um, and then Rogue Squadron was a movie um, that Patty Jenkins was supposed to direct, and that was supposed to be post. It's been changing, and nothing actually was has given anything. And then it was supposed to be something like Top Gun, but then Top Gun Maverick came out and it had a lot going with it. And then Ryan Johnson was supposed to do a trilogy. He has his hands full at Netflix right now. So, yes. Yeah. And Lucasfilm as a whole. Yeah. And yes. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. So I think um out of all that other movies that are coming out with Lucasfilm and stuff, some of those aren't happening that they've announced or people have claimed. Ryan Johnson is probably not gonna happen. And he has his hands full and with Netflix, so that has no possibility. Yes, yes. Taika Waititi, all he has said is my writers are working on it. From the last Thor movie, it hasn't been doing. It didn't do well. Um, so he's probably not going to do anything. James Mangold, Indiana Jones, Star of Destiny, that's probably not going to happen. Also, James Mangold movie was announced in 2023 at Star Wars Celebration with the hype of Andor, not Andor, but yeah, it's officially announced. Five Zaneko is back, and yay. But um, we yes, I'm helping my um internet speeds by having less open. That should be good. And James Mangold directing Indiana Jones Star of Destiny that did not do so well in the box office compared to the other films that was released over that summer. 2023. Barbie movie, Oppenheimer. Yes, which the problem was the advertisement of the movie did not do well for the box office returns. And with that, I think Disney Lucasfilm decided to be like, yes, see a James Mangold and put his movie on the back burner. Um, I think it was the producer's fault, but they were like, this movie didn't do well. Let's blame it on the director. And, um, yeah, yes, yeah, 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 he is an angry old man on an island. Uh, yes. Harrison Ford hated Han Solo. Yes. He wanted to be killed off in Empire. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But if you look at the original trilogy, there were three directors through it. George Lucas did the first one, someone else did the second, and someone else did the third. Yes. Yeah. I think the way that Luke died, they got rid of Luke, wasn't the best. But also, you look at Obi-Wan in New Hope, he sacrificed himself so Luke could go and be out there. You see it in Return of the Jedi, and Yoda became one with the Force. I think the out of the main three actors from original trilogy, the one they actually did right and ended right was Carrie Fisher. Yes. Yes. Um but out and then the I think the Dave Filoni movie's happening. I think the Ray movie that's on hold. They don't know what they're doing. All the press that Daisy Ridley's in for the other movies she's in gets asked about Star Wars, and all she says is, "I know as much as you know. There's I haven't been given a script." Which I think part of the reason was announcing it so early on with Ray on stage, with Daisy Ridley on stage with it. But it's hit or miss. But last night, last night, oh, for us last night, but today, um, the first day of Star Wars Celebration, two things were announced that are good. Um, the Sean Levy mystery movie that has been announced now has a title, Star Wars Starfighter, with Ryan Gosling as the lead. I can get a picture. So this I'm open image. All right. On stage at Star Wars Celebration, we have Kathleen Kennedy, Dave Filoni, Sean Levy, and Ryan Gosling, and it was announced. Name, logo, and it's set to film this fall. Hey, once it starts filming, that means it's happening. Why film something to cancel it? It's the second movie. It's confirmed. It's coming out. Um, that is a good thing. I feel like this is what they're probably gonna work and try to incorporate um the idea of Rogue Squadron into it. And then I'm gonna one more. Yes, with our favorite. Um, I have to find a good image. Um, sorry for a fuzzy image. Maul, the Shadow Lord, animated show with Sam Witwer as Darth Maul, and I think this is a good spot to kick off a Solo 2 Lando universe thing. They're doing it in animation because you can do probably Clone Wars Bad Batch style of animation, and I think it's gonna be good. Similar. I think it's similar style. I think they just wanted to do some creative differencing so they can separate it from Clone Wars and try different lightsaber looks. Uh, um, trying to find. I think this it just started again today, Star Wars Celebration. Um they had the Andor season 2 panel, which is today. Um um I'm just looking at some other stuff that okay, why is maybe I see you guys in, like, when you talk it goes through the thing. Set correctly, that is set correctly. Um, that is just rechecking my. That should work. I don't know. Yeah, I'll check. I'm gonna put the countdown back on to mute everything on. Hello. I think we got some technical difficulties. It might have been fixed. I don't know. Um, yes. I think it might have been working. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, so yes. Make sure to subscribe. Check our YouTube channel for the other videos we have. Also, join our Discord and check out our merch store. And may the force be with you.